Hi guys, welcome back to another overthrow disc golf video, another pro form review, just taking a look. This is another one where it's not like, oh, what could they do better? It's just like we know Andrew Marwede's got a good forehand. Let's see what makes it good. So it should be noted that Andrew's using a one-finger grip. Not common, but he's got all the angles. He's got good power. I'm not sure that he has elite level forehand distance, but he's got everything that he needs to carve it up. He's way better than most on the forehand side. Way better than most. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the one-finger forehand, but you know, if you tried the other stuff and you're using it as utility or whatever, then sure. I'm just curious what would happen if Andrew got the two-finger grip. He stuck with the one finger. It worked for him. Kind of blows my mind a little bit, but just shows you, like an old college professor of mine used to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. What an awful phrase. So let's just watch this bad boy through once. Boom. And this was mega headwindy today. And so he was throwing them in this massive headwind. I mean, I cannot overstate how massive the headwind was that day. He's throwing them out to about, he got a couple of them out to about the 350-foot basket in a massive headwind. So for sure, I think he can get forehands, you know, at least 400 for sure. Just to give some context here. But let's run it back. So here we go. First couple steps, he's building momentum with this arm. You just kind of see, okay, getting kind of swingy with it. Yeah. Getting kind of swingy. Now here's what's really, really interesting on the forehand is that right here on the last step, check this out. We see this with Eagle as well. We see this with most good forehand players. There's actually some baseball drills that reminds me, I've got to put one on the channel. It's not a drill that I invented. It's just disc golfers don't. I didn't even know to look for it. Somebody on our Discord sent it to me. But anyways, check this out. Here the disc is, and then he stretches away from the disc. Here, minimal movement. He's kind of keeping his arm in place. Yeah. And now he's just stretching. The whole body's stretching this way, and he's kind of trying to maintain where the disc is at in relation to his body, right? He's not like pulling his arm back like this. He's not like and like extending and doing a huge reach there, right? It's more like the rest of his body is stretching away from the disc. He's maintaining this kind of angle with his arm here. So that's very fundamental to getting power on the forehand, is making sure that you're stretching away from the disc, not that you're pushing the disc away from your body, but that you're stretching kind of past the disc or away from it. The rest of the body we see here, nice left arm. Let's talk about the left arm here because it's super overlooked on the forehand, I think. Check this out. See the same thing with Eagle. Hand on the disc, the offhand on the disc. What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Why is the left hand coming across like that? The left hand comes across like this so that we can get the shoulders closed away from the target. What we don't want is we don't want the shoulders to be facing the target. So the left hand coming across ensures that we get these shoulders coiled away from the target. All about getting the shoulders turned back, and it helps him create space away from his body. Space away from his body with the disc. Look at this. Look at all this room that he's got here. Away from his body. Again, left hand, cause the shoulders to coil. Cannot overstate that enough. Cannot do it. Right? Also, look at how much room he's created with the bend in the body here. right? He's bent over this way towards us, not this way towards the target. And I want to show you something at the end of this throw here. Look at this. That is a moderate hyzer. A very moderate amount of hyzer. And look how bent over he is for a moderate amount of hyzer. Most players are not bent over enough. Now, if you have back issues or something like that, it's going to make the forehand very hard to pull off at a high level. But most players either don't bend over enough, or they start in this position where they're like bent and they're facing the target. All right, so you have to bend over this way to create lots of room for the body, lots of room for the elbow to swing through here, and then rip the disc. Always helps to have cool, calm, and collected facial expression. Just bonus. Notice here with the feet, he's not doing a crossover. He's doing a little hop. I kind of like this. Personally, I use it as well. What you don't want to do is when you start crossing over, you don't want the hips to open up prematurely. Right, so it lets him keep the hips loaded here. Man, just look at all the space that he's using. Look at how low he is over this. I cannot emphasize that enough. That's why I'm saying it again. Look at how much room he's using down here. So much. Boom. Now, let's go back to this left arm. I'm kind of going in order here and showing you the nice things. The left arm is going to leave first. It's going to clear the curtain, like clear the shower curtain. And that's going to start his forward stretch. You see this? Now he's opening up the chest. Look at how this is stretching this out. The chest, boom, really open here. So the chest starts opening up, starts kind of clearing the curtain and pulling, and it's all these little bits and pieces of the chain here being pulled one at a time until eventually it pulls his arm forward. Right? And now, kablamo, the arm catches up. Now, he's got a huge step here. He's ripping a forehand into the raging headwind. I want to point a few things out about just this step, because a lot of people get caught in the wrong spot here. This, just look at his legs. Ignore the upper body. Just the legs. Can I just do that? Hiya, hiya, hiya. Okay, just the legs. There we go. Check this out. Just look at how the weight's moving. Weight transfer onto the front leg. Right? He's just kind of stepping onto that front leg, allowing this hip to rotate forward and meet up with the other hip. Right? A lot of amateurs, when they take a big step like this, they will finish their throw and their arm will be up here. Throw finished. And their hip will still be back here trailing. And they just like through it with their arm. Right? No, he steps, lets him rotate up onto the left leg. So this is the same motion if you struggle with it. It's the same motion as you throw a ball, right? You throw and you get on the front foot. You don't like throw and stay back on the back foot. Right? It's really important to note. This foot is sliding because he's got weight on the front foot before he finishes the throw. Boom. Here is something else. All of this stuff is getting pulled around and kind of backwards, right? The hips, the shoulders, the core, all of it. It goes, here it is, forward, and it's getting pulled backwards. So it looks like he's almost falling back. Right? I'm like, oh no, I'm falling. Right? This is when you pull parts of your body back, right? When you throw, you go boom, and this shoulder and everything starts pulling back so that his right arm can accelerate. So there's kind of like a brace on this forehand side too. Right, boom. What is that? What have I seen? Is that a Squatch logo? Hidden right there. Squatch. What is this? DGA? Dang. Links in the description below for his Tour Series Hurricanes? I think so. That's what he's throwing here. Send this man some love. Unless you don't have a good forehand or a good backhand, then don't buy the Hurricane. But if you want a good looking disc and you got some decent distance out there, buy the Hurricane. It's clean. Clean little snap here. Look at that. Oh no, he rolled his wrist over. Not a big deal. He had his palm up during the hit, right? It's very natural to roll the wrist over at the end, pronate, follow through like you do with the ball. We just got to make sure that he hits. Oh, with the hand up. Nice. That's it. And then he finishes in this mantis pose with the right hand. Mantis. Got to take note of that. Maybe I'll start using that. No, it's not necessary. He just pronates comfortably at the end. Now, there's one more thing that I really want to show you guys. And it's the back view. And I want you to watch from beginning to end this bad boy right here. His right elbow. Just in relation to the rest of his body. Okay, so let me take this bad boy back. Take it back. Take it way back. Here we go. So let's play a game. Let's play a game called Does This Elbow Ever Go Behind His Body? Oh, whoa, loads of space there. No. The answer is no. So what I see a lot of guys do is that they pull this arm back too far. They pull this elbow back behind the body. Now the elbow has to travel this way. And then you're trying to say, psych, I want to throw you that way, disc. And now your body's traveling in a different direction you want to throw, so then you're going to have to overcorrect with the arm. Not this guy. Not this guy right here. He's showing exactly where he wants to throw it. Dude, and you know what, though? Here's another thing. He is mashing down on that disc. He's another one of those masher guys. Just mashes the forehand flight plate. I haven't done that much myself. I need to experiment with it a little bit, but it does not seem natural to me. So, fresh shirt. I wonder if you could buy that shirt. Cool. Man, just looks so good. So, again, another person just like Philo. It's just like all the pieces that you want on that stroke. Nothing crazy, nothing weird. It's just a very straightforward forehand. And I hope that this video was helpful in pointing out things that he did well that gives him the forehand that he's got. And I'm glad that we got to film with Andrew because it's just nice to have that forehand on the channel, honestly. Good for me to reference and show our students over on Patreon, which, of course, is in the link in the description below if you want one-on-one coaching or you just want to hang out in our community, form reviews, whatever. So thanks, guys. We will catch you in the next one. Peace out.